May's going to be a busy month for me. I am travelling abroad for a friend's wedding, and so we're trying to make a little holiday out of it, and so I imagine that is going to disrupt my reading just a tad. However, I'm so excited to get to all of these books. I have tried to keep it a little bit more toned down, but it's me, so Let's dive straight in. First up, my next Discworld book, which is Small Gods by Terry Pratchett, of course. This is number 15? I never know. It could be 16, I don't know. And this is one of the kind of standalone ones, and it is all about, similar to American Gods by Neil Gaiman, how belief in a god makes them bigger and how that then plays out. I don't really know. It should be fun. This is one of the bigger ones. This is 400 pages, this mass market, so it should be fun, should be interesting. And then I wanted to read, what the hell is it called? The Sky Beyond the Storm by Sabaa Tahir, the 4th book in the Emma and the Ashes series. I'm going to be reading this via audiobook, just because otherwise Caitlin from Letters from Comrade will murder me. And I'd like to live a little bit longer. So this one is like a Roman-inspired high fantasy series, and we follow two main characters who obviously end up in love because it's YA, and I'm interested and intrigued to see how the series is going to finish out. And then the last one that I already have ready to hold up is that me and Olivia Savannah from Olivia's Catastrophe will hopefully be finishing out Great Expectations. So as of starting the month, we are on chapter 43, and there are, I should have checked this, 60 chapters? Is it 59? It's 59 chapters. So we're going to be reading 2 chapters a day. We should get through this relatively quick, possibly even before I go to Sweden, which is on the 16th. So that could all work out. But then, those are the 3 books that I already know I'm reading. Now to randomly generate some books. So first up, I have my TBR Wheel. This is almost all of my TBR books that I started with at the beginning of 2024, and I'm just gonna press the button and see what it gives me. This is always nerve-wracking because it could be something horrendous. Oh! This is the first time I've been excited. I'm so excited. We have The City We Became by N.K. Jemisin. I'm so excited. So, The City We Became by N.K. Jemisin. I don't actually remember what this is about. Every city has a soul, some are ancient as myths, others are as new and destructive as children. New York, she's got 6, and all 6 will be called to arms in the greatest battle the city has ever fought. So it's like personification of New York. I'm assuming the 6 are the 6 boroughs, like the Bronx and I've not read any N.K. Jemisin yet. I really need to pick up a copy of the 5th season when my book buying ban is over, because I think I'm going to adore that series, that whole trilogy. But I'm very excited to be diving into some work by her, finally. This is over 400 pages. Why do I do this to myself? Because I enjoy it, that's why. Okay, so that is the first one generated. Next up is my TBR Jar. I need to put a few more slips in here. I have gotten a couple more books. So I haven't added them. That is to my own detriment. But basically this is all of the books, apart from the new ones, that I have brought in 2024. Just to try and make sure that why am I shaking like that? To try and make sure I actually read the books that I have coming in. There's not as many as usual because of the book buying ban, but I do have some loopholes. So, let's see. Ooh, okay. The Book of Doors. This is a Goldsborough GSFF book. Where is it? This book is incredibly pretty. I also love the other version of it, like the regular version, which is blue, and it has these gorgeous edges. So yes, this is a very pretty book. Very excited. What the hell is it about? Bookseller gets given an old book. Hold the old book in your hand and any door is every door, and so there's magic. I'm not going to read anymore. That sounds really fun. And then I remove this gorgeous painting, painted by Carrie from Caring for Books, which I adore and I need to find somewhere to hang. I have decided to make life even worse for myself. I have this big stack of books here. I don't know if you can see them. And these are all the books from one of my TBR series recently, where I have 1 book left to read, that one, and then the series is finished. So, I have, somewhere in this pile, a 10-sided die. Dice? Die. Dice. It's this one. So it goes from 0 to 9, so I've numbered my books 1 to 10. How convenient. But I will 0 to, 0 is 1, 9 is 10. It's fine. This is definitely a new one for me, but we'll see how it goes. So that is number 2. Okay, so number 2 is Redemptor by Jordan Ufweko. Becca from the Comic Book Sanctum is going to be very excited, not least because I'm pretty sure she gifted me this. Yes, she did. So I really enjoyed reading the first book in this series. What is it called? Raybearer. I really enjoyed reading Raybearer, and so I'm very excited to actually dive into the sequel to this duology. It is an African mythology inspired fantasy. I'm so excited for this. This is going to be such a fun one. I think it's YA as well. Yeah, it's Hotkey Books. So it's YA, which means it should be a nice quick read. Oh good, the writing's big as well. So it is 400 pages, but the writing is a fair size, so that's fine. So that is, if I move the painting back there, I do need to find a home for it. Excluding Embers. That's my TBR for the month. I don't think that's too bad. I don't think that's awful. No wonder I thought it was small. I missed a book. So, Celine from Stuff Celine Reads has an around the world book prompt, 12 prompts, ones for each month of the year, and this month's prompt is nature, so I'm going to be reading The Life of Birds by David Attenborough. I knew this, I just had it in a stack of nature books because I took a picture for Earth Day. But yes, so I'm going to be reading this one. It is signed. Okay, and yeah, I'm really excited for this. I have read one book by Attenborough before and I really enjoyed it. He definitely keeps his tone in his writing the same as he has it in his documentaries, and yeah, I'm very excited to read this. I can't believe I missed it out. What an idiot. So yeah, the actual stack is this big, which starts to look less doable than it was before. Oh well. Well, at least I remembered before I started editing the video. That would have been annoying. Just as a quick recap, we have a YA fantasy, a Goldsboro science fiction fantasy selection, an adult fantasy where I'm finally reading Jemison, an audiobook of a YA fantasy, Discworld, which I always blast through, and I'm debating whether or not I read this physically or listen to the audiobooks, nature, and then just reading in a couple chapters a day. This feels like something that I can actually do. I think I have audiobooks for a couple of these, so also I can listen to them while I'm at work. But yeah, that's my TBR for the month. Very excited. Let me know if you have read any of these. Which one should I start with first? I think it'll probably be Small Gods, just because for some reason I like starting off my month with the Discworld books that I'm reading. Not sure why. And let me know what is one book that is on your TBR for next month. Is it any of these? I highly doubt it. This is quite a small TBR. Thank you so much for watching, folks. If you'd like to see how I got on in my April reading and how I'm going to get on in my May reading, then please do hit the subscribe button down below and click like or dislike if you didn't enjoy the video. And I will see you folks in the next one. Bye!